Good morning. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Oh my goodness. I have this tiny little, either it's a tiny fly or a large gnat. It keeps flying around my phone. You guys, remember when I cut back to just 1 cup of coffee a day first thing in the morning? So I changed this from coffee chat and small sale to just a chat and a sale. Well, this is still my first cup of coffee. That's how far behind I am this morning. Good morning, Kathy. It's very cold now, so I'm drinking a very cold cup of coffee. That was my one coffee of the day. And normally, I would have already had like every fall flavor from Starbucks. But number one, I can't afford Starbucks, and nobody has given me a gift card lately. And number two, I'm kind of boycotting them. I am so mad at how much they are charging now. I mean, I thought they were expensive before 2020, but now, like, coffee is almost twice as much as it was a couple of years ago. It's absurd. And I know people that work at Starbucks who previously, Starbucks did like one price raise a year, maybe every 2 years, and they have done one like every quarter. So 4 times a year, they are raising the prices the last 3-4 years. Ridiculous. So I've not had any of the fun flavors. Not that I need all those extra calories anyway. Good morning, Alice. So I'm going to announce this now, but I'm probably going to announce it in the middle and again at the end. As you know, if you've been in the online community for a while, prices always go up at the beginning of October through the beginning of January on shipping. This year, if a seller ships through pirate ship, the rates are not going to increase unless the box is over 20 pounds or you are shipping to Hawaii, Alaska, one of the military addresses. So as long as it is being shipped to the lower 48 and it is less than 20 pounds through pirate ship, it is not going to increase. Good morning, Diane. Oh, thanks. My daughter got me that. And let me take the pump. Now I've knocked the cat over. I don't know where she got it. Probably Target. But isn't that cute? It's that vintage image. I love that in the last couple of years, this vintage cat image has showed up again in decor. I love that. Now I've knocked over all my little pumpkins back there. She got me all of that because all of my decor is in the storage unit. So anyways, if your box is under 20 pounds and you're in the lower 48, then shipping prices for me, because I ship through pirate ship, are not going to increase. Good morning, Carrie Ann. Oh, Alice, I have the best daughter in the world. I really do. Like, she is amazing. I raised a good one. If you missed it last week, she's the one that got me this cup too. So shipping prices, no increase as long as the box is under 20, going to the lower 48 through pirate ship. I remember last week I showed you guys I picked up a new, it says sketch. I don't sketch. And I forgot to tell you guys, this is like that soft touch feel. It's so nice. But now my sister, if you hear coughing, my sister has this week what my nephew had last week when he was home from school. So she and I haven't scrapbooked together because she has been way too sick to get out of bed. But I scrapped a little or junk journaled by myself yesterday. And I did a little Halloween inspired page. I love this orange paper right here. And that's one of the pieces of paper I got at that garage sale where that lady was selling 10 pieces for $1/4 of scrapbook paper. Actually, all the paper on here came from that lady. And I have not bought new scrapbook supplies, junk journal supplies, besides the occasional notebook, but like paper, stickers, I haven't bought any of that new in years because you can thrift all of that. And I'm still using up things that my ex-husband's grandmother had. And he wanted none of her scrapbook stuff when she passed away. And the kids were little then. And so I got boxes of it. And good morning, Roxana. Good morning, Karen. So I had dispersed it amongst the family. And so we are all still using supplies that came from my ex-husband's grandmother. Good morning, Kaz. So I do not spend money on scrapbook supplies. The books I have to get, although if I can thrift them, I thrift them. But this size, I have had to buy both my ones that are the bigger sizes. But like, you know, I got this at Five Below, so I did not pay a lot of money for it. But it can be a relatively inexpensive hobby. It can also be a super expensive hobby. If you get on Amazon and look at the supplies and the equipment, you can buy equipment. Good morning, Kendra. You can put a lot of, oh, Kaz, hope it goes well. You can put a lot of money into scrapbooking, junk journaling, that kind of thing. But also you can do it super, super inexpensively, which is how I do it. And I think that was all I had to show you this morning. I didn't get, if you didn't watch my haul video, I did not get out to that big church rummage sale until day 3. And there was no, and there should have been vintage. I mean, it's a church rummage sale. There was hardly any vintage left at all. There was zero vintage jewelry, like zero, not even clip on earrings left. So definitely the resellers had been in there on Wednesday and Thursday, but I just didn't feel up to getting out there, and I wouldn't have felt up to being around a bunch of people. So I did get a couple of things for resale, but this Saturday is flea market again. So looking forward to that. If I missed you guys coming in, good morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. See this blanket with the little ghosties? She got me that too. My daughter. She really hooked me up. We're already talking about what we're going to do for Christmas. And I'm going to go up and stay, even though she has to work. She's not sure which Christmas Eve or Christmas Day she'll have to work, but she'll have to work. But she has to work Thanksgiving. So we will not see each other for Thanksgiving, which is fine because I do not like to be on the road those few days. Anyway, Christmas I'm okay with. And I can hang out with Evan, her boyfriend. I like him. And the cats. So I'll go up for Christmas as long as the weather's fine. I just don't know which day we'll actually celebrate because she'll be working. All right, we are going to get into the sale. So I have mixed in the new items that I showed you in the haul video with old items. The old items, if they've been in a sale before, are going to be reduced. So if you've seen it in a sale before, rest assured the price that you are seeing it for today is going to be cheaper than the last time you saw it. And if I'm pausing up, I am sorry. When I first went to sign in this morning, like the Wi-Fi had dropped down to just one little, I was like, oh, what's going on with the Wi-Fi? So hopefully I do not pause up on you guys. But if I do, I just ask for patience and sorry about that. And I don't think any of you guys are in Florida right now, but for all of our Florida friends, our thoughts are with you guys. I've been watching like real life people talking about why they can't leave because they don't have the gas money to get out. One guy went on there on TikTok and he showed how the prices of flights had skyrocketed. There are employees in Walt Disney because they are still open today until 1 or 2. So the employees have to be there. So the employees haven't been able to even go home and like hurricane proof their homes. And they definitely haven't even been able to get out of the state yet. So my thoughts are with everyone that is down in Florida right now. And I am still following all of the storm damage from Helene and the people in North Carolina, especially. Yeah, my sister's ex-boyfriend, that's the sister that passed away. He keeps in touch with the family because he doesn't have a good morning, Monica. He doesn't have a lot of family. And he works for a company that goes in. He's not a lineman, but they go in and start to, like, they get hired by individual people to come in and start clearing like the resort of all the sand that, was on the entire first floor of those resorts. And so he was talking about how, they've gone down there to start work and now they're going to get slammed again. And so I haven't talked to my mom yet today to see if they pulled them back. But if you watch videos of the linemen and the rescue vehicles that are it just like at every rest stop and taking over parking lots, just waiting for it to pass through so they can go in, man, it is something else. And the linemen, oof, that job. And they do it. They're away from their families and they do it. It's amazing. So we're thinking of everyone who's about to get hit and everyone's still trying to recover. All right, we are going to get into the sale and stop being sad and worried. Doesn't do anybody any good to dwell. It is upsetting though. Okay. First up, good morning, Kim. I'm good. I have been doing a lot of vitamin C and colloidal silver, trying to avoid what my nephew had last week and my sister currently has, and Clark's wiping light switches. And so my brother-in-law and I are still managing to not get it. But first up is the Daisy and Button purple glass chute. This one has no chips, no cracks. Good morning. I haven't seen you in forever. So no chips, no cracks. This one is smaller than the cat shoes if you collect the cat shoes. 5 1/4 inches. 5 1/4 inches for a little amethyst Daisy and Button glass shoe, and price has dropped to just $6, number 95. $6, number 95. Next up, this is one of the new items. I just cannot resist these. That is a Letin Rose plate, and this is just lightly green. Good morning, Shelby. So you can see the Letin on the back. This one says hand painted, U.S. Patent Office, Letin China. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So I am not sure if this is the exact same pattern my grandma had hanging on her wall, but if not, it is very close. And Lefton did a lot of these rose patterns. Isn't it, Kaz? I can't resist them. 7.5 inches. And it is going to be $8, number 55. $8, number 55 for a little bit of Lefton. Next up are my Relco Mosaic Shakers. And I can show you where we've lost a little bit of the brown on this one. And then on this one, just a tiny bit of the brown. This one has green jewel eyes. This one has blue. 2 holes in this one, 3 holes in this one. And these are called Mosaic Shakers because of the paint pattern on them. And these are big, you guys. Big. The shorter one, which to me looks like an antelope, is 4 3/4 inches tall. And the tall one, which looks like a giraffe, is, did I say 4 3/4 tall on that one? Gotta measure them again. Yeah, 4 3/4. This one's only like a 1/4 inch taller. He looks taller than a 1/4 inch taller, but hi, Roxanne. So the Relco, and they do still have their original stickers, Relco made in Japan, and their original cork stoppers. These have taken a markdown to $8, number 80. $8, number 80. And if I missed you coming in, good morning. Thanks for being here this morning. Slide those back in there. Next up, another one of the new items. Good morning, Kraken. I've missed you. I haven't seen you in a while. This little creamer pitcher. Hi, Donna. Hello, everyone. This one is made in Germany, and it's not marked, but the number on it led me to the Ulmer Ceramic Company. So it's little. I liked the colorway on this one. Get the green up here. No chips, no cracks. It only stands like 3 1/4 inches tall and 4 inches because of the handle, 4 inches across. So just a little piece of German pottery. $8, number 37. $8, number 37. Are you guys watching Beth Carolina Princess's countdown to Halloween she's doing? It's little stickers and then you stick them on this thing. And it just reminds me of being a kid and playing with color forms. And I know that you cannot take those stickers back off once you've stuck them on this Halloween thing she's doing. But that's what it reminds me of. And it's so fun. So every day she's posting a little short where she sees what the sticker of the day is and then she puts it on the scene. So if you guys haven't seen that, you should go look up Beth Carolina Princess. Sweet Treats and Pretties is her full name. But it's so much fun. Next up is the Moon and Stars blue glass ashtray. No chips, no cracks. And this is a good size ashtray. And it's very clean. Sometimes they are stained from being used as actual ashtrays, but this one didn't have staining. 8 1/4 inches across. So it is that size. And this one's taken a markdown to $10, number 17. $10, number 17. You guys, Harley woke me up this morning before 5 a.m. and I kept like gently pushing her away, trying to go back to sleep. Finally got up at 5. And did I say 4 a.m.? 5 a.m. She woke me up before 5 a.m. And she still had food in her dish. I do not know what she wanted. Changed her litter box over the weekend, and I had just scooped it yesterday and put fresh on top. So I don't know what she was having a fit about. Marcy's going to take number 17. Awesome, Marcy. Next up is a 1952 Cowboy, Sam, and Porky book. And this one is in really good shape for its age. And it's not got a teacher's name or, you know, gifted to Johnny from grandma in here, like a lot of them do. And I could not find a single page that had any coloring on it. So no kid has gone through and written on this either. So this is in really, really nice shape. The size, so 1952 copy of Cowboy, Sam, and Porky. And I guess this was a whole series, the Cowboy Sam books. So this vintage book, $10, number 3. $10, number 3. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. So I now have, trying to think, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 items for the giveaway box. And I will be doing the giveaway the last Wednesday of this month. So my official 3 years of live sales on my channel is the 27th, but I believe the last Wednesday of the month is going to be the 30th. So you have to be present in order to win. And we'll do the thing where, you know, I'll ask you for a number and you pop it in there, and the first person that guesses that number is going to get the box. And that's just my way of giving back. And it's going to be items you guys have not seen before that I'm thrifting purposely for this box. So it's going to be mostly vintage. And it's going to be things that either I personally collect or that we've done a deep dive into, you know, that kind of thing. So you won't want to miss the 30th. You will want to be here for my giveaway. Next up is the Fenton Cabbage Rose Compote. No chips, no cracks. This one is just the 8-inch, looks to be about 8 inches tall. There's the inside. There is the bottom. This one has taken a markdown to just $10. $10, number 16. $10, number 16. So I'm hoping at flea market tomorrow, I will find, or on Saturday, I will find some more things for the giveaway box. Next up, another new item. Oh, Roxanne is going to take the Cabbage Rose. I have enjoyed it sitting here so much. We all know Cabbage Rose is my favorite pattern, and it's been sitting right where I can see it from the bed or my chair, so I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I have 2 little made in Germany coasters, mini plates, These are two different companies, but because they're both made in Germany, I am lotting them together. So the first one is Kaiser, West Germany. And that is the one with the birds. And the gold on here is still in really, really good condition. And then the next one is, oh, I cannot say that. Is it the same company? No, it's got a different symbol. And this one is just a flower, and this one does not have gold trim. Do you, Roxanne? I love the Cabbage Rose. These are almost 4 inches across. So these are not the tiny, tiny little mini plates. These are nice coaster size. So 4 inches across, you will get both for $1. $10, number 11. $10, number 11. Next up, the Leo Ward, Bluebird of Happiness. He's this size. He's one of the bigger ones. His nose is still in good condition. No chips, no cracks. Almost 3.5 inches to his tail. And height-wise, we're looking at a little over 3 inches. And on the bottom, you can see Leo Ward. And it's either 1987 or 1997. I cannot tell. So, Bluebird of Happiness. And he has taken a markdown to $12. $12, number 51. $12, number 51. And a reminder, if you guys did not come in and hear me talking about postage, we all know this time of year postage goes up through the post office, but Pirate Ship has said that postage will not go up unless the box is over 20 pounds or unless the box is going to Alaska, Hawaii, or one of the military addresses. So right now, all of you that order from me are in the lower 48. So if it's going through the post office, the price is not going up for post office. Hi, Sheila. But I have not heard anything about UPS. And I always pick the cheapest. This time of year, I always pick the cheapest way to ship, because there's no problem with me getting to both the post office and UPS. Now in the winter, if 9 of the packages are going to the post office and only one was cheaper to send through UPS, I will ship it through post office unless it's like a $5 saving, because trying to get over to UPS, which is much further away in the winter, can be harder. But right now, I always choose the cheapest shipping possible. And we usually don't get that kind of snow until January. So, all right, we've got Carol picking up the Leo Ward. Thank you, Carol. And Marcy, was the 12 for the Leo Ward Bluebird of Happiness? We are going to move on to, I'd never seen these before, so if anybody knows anything about them, let me know. These are, okay, thank you, Marcy. These are wood. To me, they're very mid-century because they've got the gold on the drippy candle parts. One no longer has its wick. One still has its wick. But they are wood. How cool is that? I've never seen these before. And we're looking at 12 inches. Hi, Bonnie. 12 inches on these faux candlesticks. So I thought those were very cool. Don't know who made them. And you will, because I did try them out in candlestick, you will need the rubber stoppers to keep them in a candlestick. So for both of them, $12, number 36. $12, number 36 for the faux candlesticks made out of wood with the very mid-century gold. Oh, Roxanne's going to take those. Awesome. Thank you, Roxanne. Next up is I did see Roxanne first, right? Yes. Okay. Just double checking. Is this little dish, little gold dish on a metal base. And when I looked these up, the only info I could find was people listing them as soap dishes / candy dishes. So I don't know anything about it. The gold on here is still in pretty good condition. And the dish is a little less than 5 inches across. $15, number 52. $15, number 52, and you could have a super fancy soap dish. I personally would use it as a ring dish on my dresser because it's pretty. Next, this is the Fenton. It has this ribbing on the outside, has a quilt pattern on the inside, all of the ruffles, no chips, no cracks. It's getting dusty because it's been sitting here for a while. And there's the Fenton imprint there in the glass. Got its little scroll feet. And it is 7 inches tall, and I believe 6.5 inches across from ruffle to ruffle. That's not the inside, but from ruffle to ruffle, 6.5 inches. And I just cannot believe that this piece of gorgeousness is still sitting here. I think this is absolutely stunning. Price has dropped today to $18, number 42. $18, number 42 for Fenton Vase. I think this was in the colonial blue. But I love that it's got different pattern on the outside from the inside. Hi, Geneva. And I've got you down for that. Thank you. Set that carefully back down. Next up is the Cocktail Time decanter. And I love that this says 5 o'clock all the way around the clock. So it's always 5 o'clock with your decanter here. This was made in a couple of different versions by a couple different companies, because there was one version where this came up and then the stopper actually looked like the top of the alarm clock you would hit when it went off. This is not that one though. This one has a more rounded. So it does have its cork in here. I did not clean the inside of this. I don't know if someone were going to use it to put actual alcohol in, they would want to probably give the inside a vinegar bath before they did anything with it. I did wipe down the outside and the glass, but it is also a music box. It's made in Japan. You can see the Japan mark there. And this is how you make it stop. Hi, Halen Vintage. So this is a very cool piece. I only found a couple of them online. And we are looking at 8 inches. 8 inches tall. So it's this size. And it is going to be $20, number 29. $20, number 29. And I see Sheila first on that one. Thank you, Sheila. Glad you guys liked that as much as I did. I was so excited to find that one. Found that one at on the trip I took to my daughter's when I was with her. Next up, now I think this is these are very cool pieces as well. These were made in Italy. And this material is satin in here. Now there is a little damage to them. I'll show you the damage. So this one looks like it has water damage here. And there's the mark saying made in Italy. And there's your little hanger on there. And I have no idea if these would have had glass in them or not. I do not know. And then this one has what appears to be some rust spots. And here's the hanger on that one as well. Also made in Italy. They are this size. I remember Jody knew the exact size her face was. She had measured it so she could hold things up to her head and tell you what the exact measurement on something was. So they are 8 inches long. The frame is 8 inches long and then 5.5 across. So you will get both. And I think these might be from the 60s, but they're both made in Italy. $30, number 92. $30, number 92. Next up, the Westmoreland butter dish in the English hobnail. No chips, no cracks. We all know Westmoreland, nice, heavy, sturdy glass. And the Westmoreland mark is in the inside there and on the bottom of here. You've got your nice little handles on your butter dish here. From handle to handle, we're looking at 8¼ inches. From English hobnail to English hobnail, almost 4 inches across. Hi, Kathy. How are you today? Here's the lid. And as people are coming in, I just want to remind you again, I will be giving away a box of mostly vintage items at the end of the month. And I think that's the 30th. I didn't write the date down. I should have. To celebrate 3 years of live sales on my channel. And all you have to do to be eligible is to be here. And the 27th, 3 years ago, was my first live sale on my channel. And I had Barbie here and we did a glass sale. I'd already been doing live sales. Like my first sale ever was on Jody Renshaw's channel. I had been doing live sales with Black Dog Vintage and Janice. I had been on other people's channel, but this was my first live sale on my channel was the 27th, 3 years ago. So I'm doing a giveaway to celebrate that at my regular Wednesday morning live, which I think is the 30th. Okay. Were you there, Bree? That's awesome. So English hobnail, Westmoreland butter dish. Oh, you guys, I screwed up something. All right, I'll finish with this and then I'll show you what I thought that was wrong. $15, number 81, and that's taking a markdown. $15, number 81 on that. And let me go back. I knew that did not seem right. So the Italy wall art is only 15. No, 18. $18, number 56 for both of these. I knew I had that wrong. $18, number 56. You will get both of these for $18. Now, let me show you what's actually $30. It was on the floor, so I forgot it was here. A little Italian pottery. So this is vintage, and the PV on the bottom stands for, is it Pleasant Village or Peasant Village? I don't remember. And they were a company that was in business from 1928 to the 1960s. So this is no older than the 1960s. Other than that, I cannot date it. But Italian pottery, no chips, no cracks. And it stands almost 13.5 inches tall. It's a stunning piece with the yellow and all of these colors. So you've got green, blue, red, orange. And that is $30, number 92. $30, number 92 for the Italian pottery. Some days I think I should have a babysitter, you guys. And it was too tall to stand on my cart. That's why I had it on the floor. Oh, and Sheila's going to take that. Awesome. All right, next up, you've seen it before, but it's taken a markdown this week, and that is the Uranium Brooch. And it is just those stones that are surrounding the center like marble. This is a cracked marble in the center and then around. So it's got this gold tone filigree and then these imitation pearls. And then you've got the 7 stones surrounding the center stones that are actually uranium glass. And it has taken a markdown to $15, number 57. $15, number 57. And for a little more uranium, we've still got the shot glasses. They have a nice thick bottom. They've got my fingerprints all over them, but they were clean at one point in time. And then one of them has a tiny flea bite of a chip, and one of them has a defect on the outside of the glass. These have taken a markdown to $12, number 49. $12, number 49. And they have an amazing glow to them. $12, number 49, and you get all 4 uranium shot glasses. Next up. Oh, and Carol's going to take those. Awesome, Carol. Honestly, you guys, those would never have gone up for sale if I wasn't so limited on space right now. Those would have gone straight into my collection because I do not have uranium shot glasses. Okay, next up is the Yadro. The only damage is this chip has a leaf right, or this leaf has a chip right here. So when it's displayed, because I thought it didn't have any chips at all when I picked it up, and I was so excited, because when it's displayed, you can't see it. You've got to turn it and look at it to see that it's got that chip right there where my fingernail is. Other than that, it is in gorgeous shape. And Yadro is so buttery soft. So you can see on the bottom there. It's got so many different little imprints. So it must be whoever made it and maybe whoever inspected it. I don't know, but it's got a lot of identifying marks if you know anything about Yadro, which I do not, except that it's beautiful and buttery. It's this size. At its widest point, we're looking at 5 inches. Height-wise, we're looking at a little over 4 inches. He's taking a mark down. He's only $10, number 14. $10, number 14 for the Yadro bunny, made in Spain. Oh, and Carol's going to take the Yadro bunny. Awesome, Carol. Thank you. Next up, we have the little Asian boy and girl. These would have been on a lamp. They would have been on a boat on a lamp. So I don't know how at some point they lost their lamp, but this girl, her red paint has a little bit of loss. This boy, his red paint has a lot of loss. And again, on their hats, these guys got a very careful wipe down, but they did not get submerged in water. If you have vintage items that have this red cold paint, you never want to submerge them in water or they're going to come out without any red left on them at all. Oh, thanks, Sheila. I know I've had the last like month and a half, I have been able to pick up some really good items, some fun items. I'm taking a new supplement, so I'm having more energy. And like I'm recovering faster when I crash. So I have more energy to go out looking. But I've also just been really lucky to find some great stuff because at the beginning of summer, I wasn't finding anything anywhere. I was disappointed. Okay, so these little figurines are 4.5-ish inches. You're going to get both for $10, number 18. $10, number 18 for both figurines. And next up, you guys. So after the last sale where I had this in the sale and I had this bottle in the sale, this bottle had the good stopper. I took it out of there and look, it fits this one. So I put the price back up with the atomizer that actually works. Atomizer? Is that how you say that word? I've only ever seen it written, actually. And what's interesting is this was actually too long for this one. So I have done a little switcheroo. This pink one only had that little chip. Now I can't even feel it. It's got a chip on the bottom. Had a very polished bottom. This is pink glass, and now it works. So $10, number 5. $10, number 5. We've got the blue leaf dish up again. Oh, Carol's going to take that one. Awesome. Thank you, Carol. So we've got the blue leaf dish that does have a pontil. So this was hand blown, but I couldn't find any info about it. So I don't know if it was part of a set. I don't know if it's a nut dish. It's not an ashtray because there's not a place to rest your cigarette. This is all, the edge is all smooth. And this is 6 3/4 inches long. Taking a mark down to $10, number 15. $10, number 15. Next up, I believe this is the last new item I had. Oh, I see Sheila first for that one. Thank you to everyone else that's putting in numbers for these items. This is a little piece of Haviland made in France. So we had things made in Germany, things made in Japan, things made in France, things made in Italy. We had a very international sale today. You can see here on the back where it says Haviland. And Haviland always has this very heavy gold trim on all the pieces that I have ever found. But I can't resist roses. We all know I can't resist roses. So super pretty on that one. And 8.5 inches across. So it is slightly bigger than the left-in plate. This one is going to be $8, number 30. Hello, Yippee-I-O-A. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing well. $8, number 30 for that gorgeous plate. No chips, no cracks. We have the little, oh, Roxanne's going to take that. Awesome, Roxanne. I can never resist picking up a gorgeous plate, but it gives me so much anxiety to ship them, pack them and ship them. We have this little beauty again with the bird on top, which is so stinking cute. So these shakers are tiny. These are individual salt and pepper shakers. They do still have their stoppers. They are made in Japan. The gold on them still pretty good shape. Sometimes it's completely worn off. So little lusterware shakers. Now there is a very old soft chip on the back here. And here's the bird up close. And this one just got a wipe down because I was afraid that this was red cold paint and I did not want to take any paint off of this guy. So it got a very gentle wipe down. It did not get submerged. And when the salt and pepper are in, you cannot see this old chip back here from the front. You can see it from the back. I don't think so. I don't think he's a cardinal because I think his tail is too long and he does not have the black on his head. So I would say he's just a generic red bird. Like his shape reminds me more of like a parrot with that long tail. My grandma loved cardinals, and every time I see a cardinal hanging out outside my window, I just think my grandma is checking in on me. This is a tiny little set, and it has taken a mark down to $8, number 82. $8, number 82. We've still got the dish made in Turkey. Oh, so we have Turkey too. We have tons of countries today. This gorgeous dish, handmade in turkey. And it has a hole for hanging if you want to hang it, but it does have a nice amount of space in here. Oh, that's great, Kathy. Nice amount of space if you wanted this to be a catch-all dish instead of hanging it on your wall. The colors are stunning. They're very rich colors. It's got this gorgeous glaze on top of it. These little points. So no damage to it, no chips, no cracks. This is its size. And it's taking a mark down to $8, number 93. $8, number 93. And then last, we've got the 3 bunny figurines. Bye, Kraken. Have a great day. So you're going to get all 3. This is the only one that has a repair on his foot. They did a really good job with it, though, because I did not see that when I picked them up. Didn't know he had a repair. So the tallest one has a little repair. And then the 2 little white ones are simply adorable. And you are going to get all 3 for $6, number 48. $6, number 48 on the bunnies. Now, I can, if anybody that purchased wants me to go through dollar add-ons, I can. It's going to be the same ones as last week. Oh, and if you saw my haul, then you know I picked up this. Awesome. Got you down for the bunnies. And don't forget that if you have moved or it's been more than a year since you last purchased, please update your information. Just shoot me off a quick email updating your information if it has been more than a year since you purchased or you've moved. So anybody who would like to claim this today for free, I will just pop it into your box. So anybody that's already made a purchase can have this little yogurt dish. I'll give you a letter here in a minute. But I thought it was very cool that they designed and made these to be reusable. And they are oven safe, freezer safe, and microwave safe. So it's very cool. So here's the letter. If you want to add this to your box, letter A for the little yogurt dish. And Marcy's going to take the yogurt. Awesome. I had just never seen one before. And then when I got online, I realized that they sell for like $3 to $5 a piece on eBay. But it was an Italian yogurt company that came over here to the US, and you're supposed to be able to get them at Target. Now, I haven't checked my local Target, but you're supposed to be able to buy them at Target. But you can reuse them, which is just, I think, the best thing. And this is really nice pottery. Okay, so does anybody want to recap? And does anybody want me to go through dollar add-ons? Let me know. I'm going to take a sip of my very cold coffee. Okay. We are going to do a recap first, and then I will do the dollar add-ons. So we will speed through the recap. We have the Daisy and Button purple glass shoe, no chips, no cracks, taking a mark down to $6, number 95. The Lufton hand-painted plate, $8, number 55. All right, I see Bree first on the purple shoe. And Roxanne's going to take the left-in plate. Awesome. It's so beautiful. The Relco, very tall shakers with their stoppers and their original stickers. This one is missing a little bit of its brown right there. This one is missing some of its brown right there, but if displayed this way, you don't see it. These took a markdown to $8, number 80. We had the German creamer, and this is the Ulmer Keramik Company. Vintage German creamer, tiny little pitcher, and that was $8, number 37. $8, number 37. The Cowboy, Sam and Porky, which was $10, number 3. This was book made in 1952. $10, number 3 on that one. Oh, dropped a card. And then the sweet little German coasters. 2 different companies, but both made in West Germany. This one has birds. This one has a flower. Here are the backs of both of them. And you get both for $10, number 11. The dish that I did not know existed, and some people have listed as a soap dish. The bottom is so cool. I think it would make a perfect ring dish. $15, number 52. And then the Italian wall art. These were both made in Italy. They've got that pot metal frames, but the pictures themselves are this satin material. And you are going to get both. This time I have the right card for $18, number 56. $18, number 56. And you will get both of those. And I see Carol taking those. Awesome. Next up was the Westmoreland butter dish in the English hobnail pattern. No chips, no cracks. $15, number 81. And then I think probably everybody else you've seen everything else. So now I will run through dollar add-ons. So if you have made a purchase already, you may Bree, did you mean 81? Did I say 80 on that one? Oh, 80 was the Relco Mid-Century Mosaic Shakers. Is that what you wanted? Just let me know. Yeah, okay. Sorry, got confused since I had just shown number 81. Okay. So these are dollar add-ons. If you already purchased something, you can add this to your box for $1. We have the Made in Japan little bud vase with the birds and the flower. It's the size, and that is going to be P. We have the Florida ashtray with the chip here and the chip here. Okay. Japan bud vase goes to Bree for $1. So the Florida ashtray that has the 2 chips. This is the one that it did not have that when I picked it up. By the time I got it back to the cart, had it. She had tossed it into a bag. I hate it when people do that. Dollar, letter Q. The dollar, letter Q. Next up is the cruet. We are running out of time for me to ship this because it looks like next week we're going to get down to 35 at night. And I won't ship anything with an internal crack when it is freezing. But it has an internal crack. You cannot feel it from the outside or the inside. The crack is internal. It's damage that probably happened when somebody whacked the stopper in too hard at just the right angle. It displays perfectly, but $1. It's a Cape Cod cruet in the color Verde, letter R. Next up are our hard plastic mouse shakers. They have their stoppers, but I did not dig the stoppers out to give them a bath on the inside. And one of them looks like he still has pepper on the inside. That's their only damage. $1 for the set. Letter S. Letter S. Next up is the fish with the bunny on it. That is modern, not vintage. And he is $1, letter T. $1, letter T. Next up is the Royal Adderley. Oh, Bree's going to take the fish. Awesome, Bree. Thank you. The Royal Adderley dish that is missing a lot of its platinum that would have been around the edge here. It's a little pin dish. Oh, still got it upside down. $1, letter U. It's this size. I have that vintage bamboo crochet hook. It's this size. $1, letter V. Letter V on the bamboo crochet hook. And then I have these great big plastic crochet hooks. I see Marcy first for the crochet hook. And I've got these. It gives you the size. I do not knit, so I do not know anything about it, but they are plastic and they're big. $1 for the pair, letter W. I have the, I see Marcy first for those as well. Yep, on both devices. So Marcy got the crochet hook and the knitting needles. All right, we've got the Avon lamb that still has a little perfume in it because I could not get the top off. $1, letter X. We have the Portugal shoe, and this one has a chip right here. It's this size. That's $1, letter G. And Bree is going to take the lamb. Thank you, Bree. So letter G on the Portugal shoe. Oh, trying to reach them. We've got this vintage shoe. I have no idea who made it. It's got this scroll work on the in the design here. This one, no chips, no cracks. $1, letter O. And then, oop, you guys. Got this shoe that has a crack right here. Oh, Bree's gonna take that shoe. So this one is a much more delicate porcelain. This one's a ceramic. This one is a porcelain. And it does have a crack, a very old crack you can see right there. Most likely hand painted, and I cannot tell who the maker is. This one is smaller, but $1, letter I. And last, I've got the big shoe. This one does have, I think, 2 chips on it. There's this chip. This is just a made in China. It's this size. And this one is $1, letter B. Letter B. And that is everything. And more than likely, I will be invoicing today because I have things that I need to get done. Normally, I rest a little bit, don't invoice right away, but I think I'm going to try to invoice today, so you can be watching for those invoices. That way, Saturday, when I go to flea market, I will already have everything shipped out, and we'll have room to bring in new stuff, which is always the plan, right? To bring in the new stuff. And if you missed it in the beginning, I did do a Halloween page. My sister's been sick, so I haven't gotten a junk journal with her, but I did a Halloween page. Well, thanks, Roxanne. Thanks, Bree. Don't forget, you always have 48 hours to pay. I don't expect you to pay immediately. You have 48 hours. And then I wait until everybody's paid before I ship everything. But just wanted to give you a little heads up. My aim is to get that done today so I can get some other stuff done. Oh, thanks, Kim. Yeah, I had fun with that one. I still want to do like a fun Halloween page. I have some paper and stickers that I've set aside for that. So maybe I'll get that done this weekend. All right. I think that is everything that I wanted to tell you guys about. So I will hopefully have a nice haul up for you Sunday or Monday of whatever I pick up this weekend. And I will see you next Wednesday morning live here on my page. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe.